Daily habits that will make you smarter. Welcome to Cash Street, where cash is always king. We've gathered the 15 habits they all have in common and we think are important to make you smarter every day. Number 1. Ask questions. According to the German philosopher Hans-Georg Gadamer, knowledge can only be acquired by asking questions. The majority of people avoid asking questions out of fear that they will come across as ignorant, but this is not true at all. Asking questions and finding answers are necessary for learning. When we are young, our depth of curiosity has no limits. We are intrigued by everything we see. Don't be afraid to ask questions if you don't understand something or are unsure about something. Why is the sky blue? Even ask yourself questions and do your own research into the answers. When you get home, rather than watching television, look online for information that will help you comprehend subjects you are interested in but are unsure about. Number 2. Read a variety of genres. Reading is the mental exercise that the brain needs to stay in top shape, and the brain is a very powerful tool. We can instantly access nearly every written book ever by humans, thanks, of course, to the internet, smartphones, tablets, and e-readers. However, we frequently waste time on Facebook by mindlessly scrolling through a newsfeed while watching amusing videos of cats and dogs. Although it can help you relax and feel more upbeat, spending all your free time doing it is neither realistic nor healthy. But reading a lot will not only help you to stay up to date and teach your brain how to work well, but it will also help you keep learning new things. Number 3. Socialize with smart individuals. Spending time with smart people will always help to feed your brain because there is always something to discuss and something to learn from them. Friends can teach you new skills and keep your mind active. Our surroundings shape our values, beliefs, and ways of thinking. It's true that there will still be times when you feel like you don't know enough, but even that has its advantages. You are adjusting to your surroundings and recognizing your shortcomings will force your mind to work harder for improvement. You don't have to be smarter than your friends. Number 4. Take some time to think. People are all easily distracted from one thing to another without fully comprehending the information's true essence. The practice of pausing to think about what you've learned is extremely beneficial and an essential part of the learning process. When you take the time to think, you can think about all the things that could have a connection to what you're doing either directly or indirectly. You can plan 3 to 5 steps ahead of time and rarely fall behind. In the same way, intelligent people listen more and talk less in conversations, enabling them to accomplish a lot with fewer words. Number 5. Regularly exercise. Keep in mind that exercise has a positive impact on our intelligence. Our overall energy and physical health have a direct impact on the quality of our thoughts because the brain and body work together constantly. Keep in mind that your cognitive and physical development are intertwined, so you should grow both. Physical activity also instills discipline, which is beneficial for the effective development of new information and positive habits. Make every effort to schedule at least one form of exercise. You can join a gym near you, buy running shoes for a few miles of running, or just do yoga or other exercises at home. Simply move more and everything will work. Number 6. Healthy eating is a priority. You probably already know that the most common belief is that glucose is the best fuel for the brain, but the best fuel for your brain is a well-balanced diet high in vitamins and minerals it needs. The ideal diet for improving brain performance includes a sufficient amount of healthy fats, moderate amounts of carbohydrates, and protein. So, whole grains, lean meats, nuts, fish, and dairy products should be on your dinner table. Number 7. Keeping a journal. Group studies have shown that spending a few minutes writing about the day's events and thoughts increases brain power. Your own personal experiences and accomplishments are the only things that can inspire you and help you become smarter. Write down your day's thoughts, events, and insights every evening for a few minutes. This will allow you to analyze the ideas, thoughts, and questions that come to mind. Additionally, writing frequently improves your overall intelligence by improving your language and communication skills. Learning new terms and expanding your vocabulary will increase your intelligence because keeping a diary is a language practice activity. Number 8. Even if you think it won't work, Try something new. Smart people are not unnecessarily afraid of failing because practice makes perfect. They're up to the challenge because they're aware of the universal fact that nothing can truly be learned without practice. Learning a new equation or playing the guitar is like learning a new language if you don't try those chords out for yourself. Sometimes extraordinary and even spectacular accomplishments are the result of something that greatly terrified us. Number 9. Put new information to use and share it. It's pointless to study if you won't put what you learn into practice. Smart people always use the knowledge they've gained not because it will help them succeed, but rather because sharing their intellectual resources increases their value. Have you read a book and talked about it with other readers? The best method to support and understand the topic is to share new data and ideas. During such a discussion, you will learn more about the work as a whole and the lessons that other people have learned. Number 10. Choose carefully what you put your effort into. Although smart people tend to have few friends, they make up for it with genuine friendships. Your personal identity and requirements are reflected in the people you spend time with, including your loved ones, guiding you to a better understanding of yourself and the world around you beyond friendships. If you choose carefully what you focus on, you'll be able to work at your best without being interrupted by unnecessary things. Number 11. Take brief breaks while working. Being aware of what's going on isn't always beneficial. Because of this, sometimes even a brief vacation is necessary to maintain creativity and avoid cognitive burnout. After working for a number of hours, weeks, or months because there are no breaks or periods of mental calm, we begin to think automatically and superficially. The same is true for reading. After a few hours of reading, you will absorb information more effectively if you take breaks. During these breaks, you can go for a short walk, practice meditation, or do some housework. Simply grant yourself a mental break. Number 12. Master the art of organization. People who tend to keep things in order in their devices and instant messages, both at home and at work, tend to be smart. Clutter on a desktop and in work folders, disorganized objects, frequent message alerts, and other distractions all reduce productivity. The less disorder there is in the area where you live and work, the better your mind will work. Make it a habit to immediately put things away. Avoid saving individual documents to your desktop by creating multiple themed folders. Number 13. Examine the patterns of behavior of other people. Smart people tend to be understanding in their own way and consider things like how motivated their co-workers are, their perspective on the project, as well as the amount of assistance they require. Try to understand the situations of the people around you. It will take a lot of mental effort, but in the long run, you will have better social skills and be able to make good decisions, especially when there are other people involved. Number 14. Keep an active eye out. Even though you can see everything in the area, are you really paying attention to it? Rather than spending a few minutes each day critically examining our surroundings, many of us watch the world without giving it much thought, concentrating primarily on the events that have an immediate impact on us. Examine the global interpersonal and societal interactions that occur on a daily basis in your environment. These ought to be common practice for all people, but given the circumstances of the present, it is a usual practice that is somewhat unpopular. Number 15. Sleep whenever you need to. According to research, giving our bodies more downtime improves the memory, attention, and focus functions of our brains. In addition, it was discovered that people who usually stayed up late and got up early had lower levels of attention than their peers who slept for longer periods of time. While you sleep, your brain processes information from the previous day. Getting enough sleep improves memory and gets rid of the amyloid and tau proteins that are linked to the formation of plaque in Alzheimer's disease, despite the fact that no one should sleep for a predetermined amount of time. Different people require different amounts of sleep. When your body needs you to rest, that should be your top priority. So these are the 15 habits that will make you smarter. Thank you from Cash Street, where cash is always king.